The Dominator was a 441-foot Greek freighter built in post-World War II. And early in March of 1961, the Dominator was making its way from Vancouver, Canada to Los Angeles Harbor carrying a load of wheat and beef. And on March 13th of 1961, thinking they had arrived early at their destination, the captain made a premature port-side rounding around Rocky Point, Palos Verdes, grounding the Dominator on the reef. After days of anxious efforts to save the vessel while battling pounding surf, the Dominator's crew, and along with the Coast Guard, decided to abandon the vessel. So after the crew left the vessel, a lot of would-be salvors and sightseers attempted to board the vessel in order to try to claim the hull and cargo, and most of them ended up having to be airlifted out and rescued. And during the auction, the hull and cargo actually ended up having to be sold to two different parties, and in the coming months ended up being fought over at gunpoint. And Al Kidman, the owner of one of the parties, had actually set a salvage mission out and ended up putting a lot of wrecks in place, including a crane, an LCM-3, and even the ship, the Avalon, which originally was Queen of the Channel. So the Dominator, because of the fact that it's a wreck sitting right up on the shore at Rocky Point Reef, has a lot of ecological problems that may arise, some of which would be the fact that it still has oil leaking from it. Some lubricants from the machinery end up leaking into the water and will have a lot of detrimental effects. At the same time, all that rust, all the iron oxide going into the water will obviously have an effect on growth and reproduction of organisms around in the surrounding area. And what ends up happening is the current travels down the coast and actually causes a lot of detrimental effects to actually work its way farther and farther down the coast, and eventually just around the entire Southern California bight will eventually, if not already, see the problems that arise from just this one wreck just slowly just being deteriorated on this beach. In the future, I'm not really seeing any other salvage operations going on in this wreck. People have forgotten about it. Most people, even living in the area, don't even know that it exists. It seems like it's all just been forgotten, and apparently the government has just decided to just let this thing rot away and eventually just become a piece of the environment. A lot of historians may wind up just taking more and more pieces of it that they may find of some little bit of value, but I don't see any large operations anywhere in the future to try to salvage the rest of this wreck.